The Bengals continue to make roster moves, plus the best of the week, including some really fun comments from Joe Burrow and Zac Taylor. Let's get into it right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Hi again, everyone, and happy Labor Day weekend. I'm James Rapien. Welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and, well, you know the deal. Look, I hope you guys have a great weekend. It is our last weekend before the start of the 2022 NFL regular season. I'm excited. Let's start off by telling you what you're gonna get with Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Flights booked, baby. What's that mean? That means we're going on the road with the Bengals. We're gonna be at all of the road games. There is a couple in December that are a little questionable. You know, that Christmas Eve date in New England. We'll see the scenario there. But New Orleans, we're going to be there. Dallas, week 2, we're going to be there. New York, week 3, we're going to be in Baltimore. We're going to be in Pittsburgh. We're going to be in Tennessee. We're going to be bringing you the best Bengals coverage right here on YouTube. So flights booked. Just wanted to let you know that. Let's dive in, because there are a couple of comments, one from Joe Burrow, one from Zac Taylor, that stuck out to me, and I want to highlight those, even though we put the entire news conference up right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. But before I do that, let's get you caught up on all the moves. All the moves that the Bengals have made, and they've made a ton of moves. On Friday, they re-signed Brandon Allen. They re-signed Michael Thomas, the safety. They also re-signed Travion Williams. They put Isaiah Prince on injured reserve, Tyson Anderson on injured reserve. The Bengals roster currently sitting at 53. And it's been a flurry of moves. They re-signed Mike Thomas, the receiver, on Thursday. And that's the thing, is these guys, they've just roster shuffle all week. Let me tell you about O.J. Howard for a second and give you what I know about O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard was the backup plan. The Bengals put in claims on multiple tight ends, including Devin Asiasi. The other guy was tight end from New York. I forget. He did get claimed. And I forget exactly what. We talked about it on Locked On Bengals on Friday. But Asiasi is exactly what they're looking for. I was told the Bengals are looking for another blocking tight end, because they can't find another Hayden Hurst. They know that. They're not going to find this dynamic pass-catching tight end. Those guys are gone. And I was excited about the addition of O.J. Howard. But for those of you that said, the Bills paid him to leave, you're right. And I think that's why he quickly signed with the Houston Texans on Thursday night, because there wasn't much interest in him, and he needed to get scooped up. So the Bengals, they were interested. He never visited, had a visit scheduled, never visited. If they weren't awarded Devin Asiasi on waivers, I think O.J. Howard would be a Bengal today. They get Asiasi. They feel good about him. They like what he's going to bring to the team. And so they didn't go that route. And honestly, that's how I feel about all three of these guys. Max Sharping gives them a legitimate sixth lineman. Like, he's the first lineman off the bench on the interior, I think. Now, obviously, he's not going to play center necessarily, but can he play both guard spots? Absolutely. I love that. I love that he has 33 starts under his belt, 48 games, and Frank Pollock was already teaching him up, coaching him up. I tweeted a video and posted it on Cincinnati Bengals Talk on Instagram on Thursday of that exact thing happening. He's going to wear number 74 for those wondering. And then Jay Tufele, I think he's going to contribute too. He might be active week 1. All three of these guys might be active week 1. And that's the beauty of what the Bengals did, is their team is much, much better now depth-wise than it was coming into this week. It was a lot of juggling, a lot of roster maneuvering, but that's where they sit now. And I'm a fan. I like it. I think that they liked what they've seen, especially the Asiasi. I know O.J. Howard's a big name. I was told he's a big name, not as much game, post-Achilles especially, and he's just not that good anymore. But we'll see. Maybe he rebounds, and I would have been on board with the signing. I also understand why they're confident that Devin Asiasi can fill the role they need, especially with Drew Sample practicing this week. It looks like he'll be on target to play against the Steelers, and Mitch Wilcox is improving as well. That's the other thing. I know I've had a lot of questions on this channel about ping pong, and yes, those ping pong games are legit. I told this story on Locked On, and I'm going to tell it right now here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Joe Burrow played ping pong on Thursday, against BJ Hill. And it was fun because now there's 2 tables. So that's the first thing. So that Cordell Volson interview we posted where it's, a bunch of people asking him about the starting left guard job and you're hearing all those ping pong balls. It's because there's 2 games going on in the background. Also a poker table in the Bengals locker room, a legitimate card table. So that's pretty awesome to have all 3 of those set up, give something that, for guys to do, break up the day. But Joe Burrow, who I'm told plays ping pong all the time, played in front of the media for the first time on Thursday. And it was him versus BJ Hill. And BJ plays all the time. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be interesting. And so I was really just posted up watching. And they played 7 games. And 7 times I heard Joe Burrow say .5, game .6, game. And BJ's like, I want to play another one. Burrow swept him. And he's really good. And BJ Hill isn't bad. Burrow's certainly good. But I don't know if he's the best in the locker room. I'll get to that in a second. But I do think that Burrow, to me, and I know you guys care about this ping pong stuff. You'll hear from Burrow and Zac Taylor in a second. To me, though, it was fun seeing the competitive side of him. Like BJ Hill was trying to, that hit the table. And Burrow's like, no, it didn't. BJ didn't hit the table. Don't try to cheat me. Like all those things. And I'm paraphrasing and I'm getting the verbiage wrong. But it was fun to see that element. We know he's competitive, but I was like 5 feet away from it. So it was fun to see that. I actually think the best ping pong players that I've seen up to this point, and I've only seen Burrow play against BJ Hill, so I kind of don't put him in it because I haven't seen enough of him because it could just be a bad matchup, right? Matchups matter even in ping pong. Trent Taylor beat Mitch Wilcox, and those guys were bending down and moving. I mean, it looked like Serena versus Venus in their primes with the way they were serving and stuff. It was fun to watch. And Mitch, I was told, was really, really good. And you heard it here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk when we talked to Chidobe Awuzie about that way back in, early in camp. And so to me, my big 3, my top 3 would be Chidobe Awuzie, Mitch Wilcox, Trent Taylor. Could Burrow be in it? Absolutely. Could other guys be in it that I'm not seeing? Absolutely. But those are the 3 for now. We'll keep you up to date on ping pong throughout the season. All right, let's dive into Joe Burrow because I think Joe Burrow made some interesting comments, some comments that we've all felt, we've all thought, and it's good to hear. Burrow on the 2022 Bengals offense.
I would say our skill players, if not the best in the league, they're rivaling every single team in the division, in the league. Those guys work really hard to get good at what they do, and you got to pick your poison. If you're going to play too high, you're going to have to deal with Joe Mixon in the run game, and if you decide to play man, then good luck.
If not the best in the league, they might be the best in the league. Pick your poison. If you decide to play man, good luck. Look, the Bengals are going to see a lot of too high early. I think they're going to have to go to Joe Mixon early in the season, establish that ground game, especially behind La'el Collins, especially behind Alex Kappa. But they should be able to throw the ball all over the field too. And, you got Hayden Hurst and Tyler Boyd over the middle. You got ancillary pieces that could be pretty big and important at times, role players like Chris Evans. This offense should be great, and that should be the expectation. And I'm glad that Burrow said something like that because, 1, defenses do have to pick their poison. 2, it speaks into existence what this team should be, what this offense should be. They should average 30-plus a game. Should. That's the expectation. That's the bar. And maybe it's more than that. I mean, if you tell me the Bengals lead the league in scoring, it shouldn't shock you, won't shock me. And that should be the bar, is up there. Top 5 offense, top 3 offense. Too much talent not to be. The other thing that stood out to me this week was what Zac Taylor said when, and this is good for Kendric Pryor. And I thought he was going to sneak through. Kwame Lassiter obviously did. Trent Irwin obviously did. And Pryor would have. Only one team claimed him. He wasn't one of those guys that had multiple claims. The Jacksonville Jaguars and Press Taylor, Zac Taylor's brother, claiming Kendric Pryor after his successful preseason stint with the Bengals. Pryor in the locker room when he found out, held the door for me as he's on the phone with his agent or his relative or family or somebody, shortly after he found out the news. And he literally said, I was going to sign with the practice squad. I heard him say that. And then Jacksonville claimed me. And so congrats to Kendric Pryor. But I love this authenticity by Zac Taylor.
I know Kendrick's going down there to Jacksonville. I just got done yelling at my brother. And then, there's a couple other guys that maybe have some decisions to make. So we feel like we get a good group that we're going to add to the practice squad, and we're hopeful to get most of them back.
I just got done yelling at my brother. I love it because it was such a whirlwind. We're in the locker room. Pryor holds the door for me. I found out he got claimed by Jacksonville, and boom, the Bengals claim 3 guys, and they get 3 guys, and or are awarded 3 guys. They claim more than 3, but awarded 3 guys, and it's like, whew, what is going on? It was just a crazy roster shuffle juggle, and there's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. And by the way, Press Taylor and Zac Taylor, they sound alike. It's ridiculous how alike they sound in their mannerisms and stuff. Would be cool one day if they're able to coach together. Who knows? Maybe here in Cincinnati. But yeah, it's a bummer to lose Kendric Pryor. It's not the end of the world though. And again, only one team claimed him. They were this close. They were this close to squeaking him through on waivers. If so, the Bengals certainly would have signed him to the practice squad, and he would have been one of their pieces. They did finalize their practice squad. I'm not going to read through every single name. I posted it at allbengals.com if you need all of the names there. Travion Williams back. I think I mentioned that, which that's good to see, especially after he made the cut and then he got released, and I was like, oh, is he going to be back? But yeah, he's back. Brandon Allen's back. Both Mike Thomases are back. You can't just have one Mike Thomas. You need 2. So I'm glad both guys are back. So here's your mission for the next couple of days. And we will be back on Monday. Labor Day. We are not taking a break then. No. That's a big day because the Bengals are practicing and it's officially game week. So we'll be at Paycor Stadium. But over the next few days, tell a Bengals fan about Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Get them to subscribe. Enjoy your holiday weekend and buckle up because the season is here. We're going to bust our ass to bring you the best Bengals coverage. So for our channel coordinator, Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now on CBT. Cincinnati Bengals Talk.